Well, hello everybody, and welcome to another episode of Travel with Rick. I'm your host, Rick Howard. I want to welcome you to our weekly video vlog dedicated to the #1 vacation destination in the world, my favorite place, the Walt Disney World Resort in Florida. Well, I'm just getting back from a trip at the Walt Disney World Resort in Florida. I was there this week for spring break, actually with my daughter Sarah, which was very, very cool just to get to spend some dad and daughter time there. So really enjoyed that. I want to send a big shout out and thanks to everyone who followed me on Facebook and Twitter this week, and thanks for submitting all your comments, and then a big thank you for everyone who commented on last week's show. Again, I always really appreciate your comments. I appreciate you very much taking time to leave your comments and tell us what you like, what you don't like. Well, you don't tell us what you don't like, but I really do appreciate you taking time to comment on our show and share your Disney moments with us, answer the question of the week, whatever it is. I just love hearing from you guys. So thanks very much for that. Just got an awesome attraction for you this week. I'm very excited about the attraction we're going to be sharing with you. It's absolutely one of my favorites. We fell in love with it first when in Disneyland in California. It actually debuted there and then was brought over to the Walt Disney World Resort and made a part of Epcot in the Land Pavilion. Yep, you guessed it, it's Soarin this week. Originally called Soarin over California at the Disneyland version of it, and at Epcot it's just called Soarin. A couple of variations on the attraction. At the Disneyland version of it, the cast members wear flight suits kind of thing, and at the Epcot version of it they wear flight attendant suits, costumes. The thought being that in California you're soaring over California and you're seeing just great vistas of California landscapes and landmarks, where in the Epcot version the thought is that you're flying to California. During the attraction there are just great things that you see. It takes 87 guests at a time, and you see things such as the Golden Gate Bridge over San Francisco. You see Redwood Creek in Humboldt County, Lake Tahoe, Napa Valley, Yosemite National Park, including Yosemite Falls, and there is a great shot of PGA West. And look for the hidden Mickey. Many of you guys already know where it is, but if you see the hidden Mickey, leave that comment on the blog as well. I don't want to spoil it for you until you see the video, but it is a great thing to see. As I mentioned, it takes 87 guests. It lasts about 4 minutes 41 seconds according to Wikipedia. The screen height is 80 feet, and it was shot in IMAX 8, the movie that you see. It's actually a simulator ride for those of you who haven't ridden it. It's a hang glider simulator attraction, and you watch a movie to simulate soaring in a hang glider over California that was shot in IMAX HD at a frame rate of 48 frames per second. So it's just an incredible thing to see. It's actually sensory as well, because not only do they add motion to make you feel like you're hang gliding and make you feel like you're soaring, but they also have scents. Like when you fly over the orange groves, you'll smell orange scents, and when you fly over some of the national park scenes, you'll smell evergreen scents to kind of give you that sense, that extra sense that you're there. So it's just an absolutely wonderful attraction. In California, there's single rider available for it, and in both locations there's Fast Pass available for it. It is a very popular ride, meaning that it gets very busy very quickly. So when you go to Epcot, I highly recommend you going there early, going there fast, picking up a Fast Pass. If you get there early enough, grab a Fast Pass and go ahead and jump on it and ride it. In the Epcot version, there are in the queue now, they now have interactive screens, games that you can play to kind of help you through the time of waiting on the attraction. But it's just absolutely incredible. I mentioned that it does take 87 guests. There are 3 sections, A, B, and C, a right, a center, and a left, and then there are 3 rows per section. When you sit in your simulator, in your seat, as the attraction takes off, it raises up so that it kind of stacks the 3 rows. with the front row being the lower row, and then the second row moves up over that, and then the third row moves up over that. So you're not blocked, but just a tip, I always like to ride in B1. Just a tip for you there. I like to be in the center front row. So if you're on one of the coasters at Disney and you want to ride in the front car, you can always ask the cast member, and they may or may not accommodate your request, but typically they will. If you ask, you just may have to wait for the next opportunity to get into B1. But if that's important to you, kind of important to me sometimes. Sometimes I like to ride in different places, but B1's a kind of a cool place to ride. So that's just one little tip for you. But the big tip is go early, go early, go early. Fast, 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 because it is a very, very popular ride and awesome. I mean, it's still one of the attractions that at the end of it, particularly early in the mornings, you'll always hear people applaud, which is kind of cool. As you're going through, like I said, you see just lots of great scenes, and you end at Disneyland, seeing Tinkerbell fly over the castle and fireworks. So just a phenomenal themed attraction, and just an incredible thing to do. So anyway, enough about all of that. Let's go ahead and check out Soarin.
Welcome to Soarin. My name is Patrick, and I'll be your chief flight attendant today. We'll begin boarding in a few minutes, but first I'd like to acquaint you with some important safety information. When the doors to your flight open, please take a seat and store all carry-on items in the underseat compartment. This includes cameras, purses, hats, and, of course, these little beauties. Next, fasten your seatbelts, inserting them into the buckle on your right. If smaller aviators don't measure up to the height indicator on the seat, just put the belt through the loop in the center strap before buckling. Nice work, pal. Soon you will be airborne. So if you or your little aviators have the fear of flying or of heights, you might want to wait for your party at the arrival gate. Okay, let's review. That is seatbelt, carry-on item, safety strap, fear of heights, keep your hands and arms inside at all times. Anything else?
Everyone's going to follow me, then 2, then 3.
Have a nice flight. Attention passengers, we are now ready for boarding, beginning with row 1, followed by 2, and then 3. Welcome aboard.
Soarin to tower. We are ready for takeoff. behalf of our entire flight crew, thanks for soaring with us. Be sure to gather all your carry-on items from the underseat compartment and exit to your left. Have a great stay here in Epcot or wherever your final destination may take you.
Okay, well, what did you think about Soarin'? I told you, it's an absolutely incredible attraction. If you haven't ridden it, you have to do that on your next trip to Walt Disney World or to Disneyland, because you can ride it in either East Coast or West Coast versions. So, all right, well, let's go ahead and draw a winner of our passporter this week. I've got a copy of the Passporter Walt Disney World Resort by Jennifer and Dave Marks. It's just an absolutely incredible guidebook to the Walt Disney World Resort. It's the ultimate travel guide, planner, organizer, journal, and keepsake. So we've got one of these to give away. I have here all the names who commented on last week's show. Okay, draw one out here. There we go. All right. Steve Rizdick. Steve Rizdick. R-Y-Z-D-Y-K. All right, Steve, I'll drop you an email. Go ahead and respond to that email and give me your mailing address, and I'll get you a copy of the Passporter out. Thanks very much for commenting on last week's show, and congratulations on winning your Passporter. All right, so let's go ahead and before we do that, as I mentioned, thanks to all you guys who follow me on Facebook and Twitter. If you're not following me on Facebook and Twitter, you guys that are know that last week I posted a lot of pictures and a lot of, let you know what Sarah and I were doing last week when we were at the parks, where we're eating and what we're doing. One cool thing that we did, we actually took a boat ride from, went to downtown Disney and took the boat over to Port Orleans because we wanted to get a glimpse of the Treehouse Villas. We tried to get in and tour one, but they were paving the roads and stuff. And it looks like most of them are done. We had some great views of them from the river. They're really, really cool. The reason we're excited about this is because my daughter's going to be 16, and that was what she wanted to do. She wanted to go to Disney for her birthday in June and stay at the Treehouse Villas. So we wanted to get a peek at those. We did, and took some pictures and actually put them up over on my Facebook page. So if you want to go over to Facebook and check out some pictures of the Treehouse Villas from the river, from the Sassagoula River, actually, we've got some over there. And if you're not Facebook friends with me, or if you're not following me on Twitter, come on over and check it out. It's pretty cool. Always posting Disney blog stuff and Disney news, and when we're there, we're updating you guys on what we're doing, and it's pretty cool. You guys seem to enjoy that. The other night we had a great time. We went to Epcot and had some pastries in France, and you guys were twittering and telling us which ones we could get, and I posted some pictures and seemed to go over real well. So anyway, if you want to follow us on Facebook or Twitter, we'd love to be friends with you over there. So enough about that. All right, let's go ahead and do a question of the week. I actually thought about this one before I started the show, so I know I don't even have to think about it. I thought about it because I was just there this week. So here's the question of the week. What is your favorite thing to do the first day you get to Disney? So what's your favorite first thing to do when you get to Walt Disney World to make you feel like you're at Walt Disney World? What's your favorite thing to do when you first get there to make you feel like that? After you get checked into your hotel, what do you like to do? Or maybe it's even before you get checked into your hotel. Or maybe that's it. Maybe it's the checking in to the hotel makes you feel like you're there. For me, I think it would be riding the monorail. Once I get on that monorail, I know I'm in Walt Disney World. So I think that does it for me. I have a couple, but I think that's my favorite one. So anyway, I'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below. Just click on the comment button down there and let me know what you like about your first day at Walt Disney World, or what's your favorite thing to do when you first get there. All right. Well, thanks a lot for watching this week's show. I look forward to seeing you right back here next week for another episode of Travel with Rick. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. Have a great week. So long.